This is our fourth chapter, Principle of Mathematical Induction. This is very interesting chapter which you learned never before. Here only logic is used, or something induces to earn or learn something. For example, here you can see group of persons. Okay, this diagram represents for a group of persons. First person, second, third, fourth, and so on. Suppose it is last person, or okay, it is last person. So you are planning to ask where they are going. This is your intention learning to identify where they are going. So you approach this first person and you just ask, where are you going? Then he replies, I am going for second show. That is, he is going to watch theater or he is going to see a cinema, second show. Okay, so you satisfied in his reply or in her reply. That is, this person is going for a picnic or going for a second show. Okay, then you just ask to the second person, the same question is repeated, where are you going? Then he also replies that he is also going for second show. Okay, so first person answers that he is going for a picnic. Second person is also answering that he is going for a picnic. Then you have an idea in your mind that this third person may also go for a picnic, okay, or second show. But you didn't ask him where are you going. You didn't ask him. Okay, you just imagine that he is also going for a picnic, but you didn't ask. Okay, then you leave the fourth person also, fifth also, and arbitrarily you are selecting this person. Okay, you forget about this person, and arbitrarily, as your convenience, you choose this person and assume that he is also going for second show. You didn't ask him, but you imagine that he is also going for a picnic. Right. Then, by keeping his answer in your mind and your imagination in your mind, you just approach to this person, just another person. Okay, not this person or this person, just after this person, and you approach to this person and ask him, where are you going? Then he is also saying that he is also going for a second show. Okay, so this person is going for second show, this person is also going for second show, and arbitrarily you are imagining that he is also going for a picnic, and this idea is kept in your mind, and without asking him where are you going, you approach this person and asking that where are you going. Then he replies he is going for second show, okay, or picnic. Then mathematically this idea brings us that the entire group is going for second show. This is the idea behind this chapter, Principle of Mathematical Induction. That is, here the logic is expressed in terms of natural numbers. Natural numbers means 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Here no zero is used, no negative numbers are used. Okay, only the numbers starting from 1, 2, 3, which are called as what? Counting numbers or natural numbers. Right. So using this idea, we can solve this problem. Using mathematical induction, prove that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus n is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. In the 10th standard, you have studied this formula in the chapter Arithmetic Progression. Right. The sum of first n natural numbers is what? N into n plus 1 divided by 2, which is a standard formula or standard result. But we have to prove this result in terms of mathematical induction or in terms of this property, right? Okay, so you are given that or a polynomial 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc plus n, that is named as what? P of n, polynomial in terms of n, right? P of n equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc plus n, and it is named as equation number 1. You are also given n into n plus 1 divided by 2. This is also P of n, n into n plus 1 divided by 2, equation number 2. We have to prove this idea into this idea. Okay, this is LHS, it is RHS. So you are taking both the expression as P of n, equation number 1 and equation number 2. So firstly, in this case you are asking to this person, where are you going? So first person, so the first term is used here, step 1. Okay, we have to prove 1 and 2 are same where n is natural number. Okay, step 1 means what? Put n is equal to 1, that's first number. Then what happens when n is equal to 1? When P of n is equal to up to n, P of 1 is up to 1 only, so P of 1 is equal to 1 itself, right? P of 1 is equal to 1, so that is all about this equation. Then this 2 becomes, P of 1 means what? P of 1 means instead of n we are using 1, 1 into 1 plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, that is 1 into 2 by 2, 2 and 2 cancel, so answer is what? 1. So from here answer is 1, from here also answer is 1. This means what? Both right and left sides are equal. Okay, that is about step 1. So he is going for a second show. This is used, this idea is used here. The answer is 1, right? Or both the answers are same. Okay, that is both the conditions are same. This statement is true for n is equal to 1. Then step 2. Step 2 means what? You are asking for this person, where are you going, right? Put n is equal to 2. And what is P of 1? P of 1 means up to 2. P of 2. What is P of here not 1? Put n is equal to 2. Then P of 2. It is P of 2. Okay. P of 2 is what? Up to 2. Up to 2. 1 plus 2. Right. Up to 2. 1 plus 2. That is 3. That is P of 2. This is 2. P of 2 equal to what? 1 plus 2. That is equal to 3. Similarly, the second equation becomes what? Second equation is what? P of n is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. When n becomes 2, P of 2 equal to 2 into 2 plus 1 by 2. Right. Instead of n, we are using what? 2. Here also P of 2. This is 2. 2 into 2 plus 1 divided by 2. That is 2 into 3 by 2. 6 by 2. That is 3. Both the answers are same. So this is true for n is equal to 2. Clear? That is the property is satisfied by these two persons, right? Then now let us assume that the statement is true for n is equal to 2, 3, 4, etc. And arbitrarily we are assuming that the statement is true for n is equal to k. That's what n is equal to k means what? Okay, n is equal to k means, so you ask for him, and you just leave them, and as per your convenience you are selecting this person. Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. Suppose this is kth person. That's here. Okay. P of k. What is P of k? Up to k. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus k. For k is your choice. This sometimes this may become 5. This may be 5 or 6 or simply k. P of k is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus k. Then from second one, what is second here? K into k plus 1 divided by 2. K into k plus 1 divided by 2. So you assume that this is true for n is equal to k, right? Then we have to check. We have to check for this result, right? You imagine that this person is also going for a second show, and by keeping this idea in your mind, you ask for him, where are you going, right? That is next term. Next term is what? K plus 1. This is very important. If this is k, this should be k plus 1. So P of k plus 1 is equal to what? Up to k plus 1. Here 3 just before 2. Here there will be 5 just before 4. Here k plus 1 just before what? K. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus k plus 1. So up to this we are grouping. There is here a bracket plus k plus 1. What is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus k? This is equal to k into k plus 1 divided by 2. That's p of k. Okay, p of k. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to k means what? P of k plus last term k plus 1. What is p of k? K into k plus 1 divided by 2. Then plus k plus 1. Okay. Then cross multiplication. Common denominator as 2. Or you expand k into k square plus k into k square plus k divided by 2 plus k plus 1, and taking 1 as denominator, then cross multiplication, k square plus k into 1 plus k plus 1 into 2. Okay, so k square plus k plus 2k plus 2 divided by 2, k square plus 3k plus 2. Okay, then this is second degree polynomial which can be factorized, and k. So you have to think of two numbers here and here, one number here and other number here, so that these two numbers product will be 2. When you multiply these two numbers, the answer will be what? Plus 2. And when you add these two numbers, answer will be this plus 3. That is a condition for second degree polynomial. So multiplication result will be plus 2 and addition will results as what? 3. Then which are the numbers? Yes, clear. Plus 1 and plus 2. What is 1 into 2? 2. What is 1 plus 2? 3. So this is a factorization of this second degree polynomial. That is k plus 1 into k plus 2 divided by 2. Okay, k plus 1 into, what is k plus 2? K plus 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 2, right, divided by 2. Then if n is equal to k into k plus 1 by 2. If n is equal to p into p plus 1 by 2. If n is equal to x into x plus 1 by 2. Suppose if n is equal to chalk, then chalk into chalk plus 1 by 2, right? It's for an example. Then if n is equal to k plus 1 means what? K plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1 by 2, right? K plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1 by 2. This is for the form what? P of n is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So we reached in the natural number k plus 1. That is the entire statement is true for n is for the natural number. So firstly we have checked whether this is true for n is equal to 1. That's step 1. Then step 2, whether it is true for n is equal to 2. What is step 3? We are assuming that this is true for n is equal to k. What is step 4? We are going to check whether this is true for n is equal to k plus 1. These are the 4 steps which are useful for checking the problem or a statement under principle of mathematical induction. Therefore the entire statement is true for the natural numbers. Okay. Similarly, using mathematical induction, prove that 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus etc. plus n square is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. This is a standard result. You have to prove this result in terms of mathematical induction. Then 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus etc. plus n square is termed as p of n, right? This is also p of n. Okay, question number 1 and 2 as in the previous question. What is step 1? Put n is equal to 1. What happens when n is equal to 1? Up to 1 term. That is 1 square. 1 square means 1 itself. So answer is 1. Then again, what is p of n here? P of 1 into 1 plus 1 into 2 into 1 plus 1 divided by 6. Instead of n we are using 1. So answer is 1. So both the results are same, which is 1. Right. So this statement is true for n is equal to 1. Then step 2, n is equal to 2. What is n is equal to 2? P of 2. P of 2 means up to 2 terms. 1 square plus 2 square, which is 5. 5. Okay. 5. Then what is P of 2 from this formula? 2 into 2 plus 1 into 2 into 2 plus 1. That is 2 into 2 plus 1, 3. 2 into 3, 6. 2 into 2 plus 1. 4 plus 1, 5. So 2 into 3 into 5 by 6. 2 into 3 into 5 by 6. That is 3 by 6. That is 5. This statement is true for n is equal to 2. What is step 3? Assumption. Assuming that this statement is true for n is equal to k, then p of k is what? Up to k times. That is k square. Or k into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 divided by 6. This is by the condition. This is by this condition. K into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 divided by 6. This is our assumption. And then we are approaching for k plus 1 the term. Put n is equal to k plus 1. These steps are very important. What is p of k plus 1? Up to k plus 1 terms. just before k plus 1 there should be kth term. So 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus etc. plus k square plus k plus 1 whole square. Up to this we can group the terms. This is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus etc. plus k square, which is equal to what? K into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 divided by 6. So instead of these terms we can use this one, that is here, plus k plus 1 whole square. Then cross multiplication. So 6 is as the common denominator, so k into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 into 1 plus k plus 1 whole square into 6. Then you can take k plus 1 as common, k plus 1 into, when k plus 1 is replaced or k plus 1 is taken outside, so what are the next remaining terms? K into 2k plus 1 plus here 1 k plus 1 is taken outside the bracket, then only 1 k plus 1 is remaining here into 6 into k plus 1. Okay, then expansion, k into 2k square plus k plus 6k plus 6 expansion, that is 2k square plus k plus 6k plus 6 divided by 6, k plus 1 into 2k square plus 7k plus 6, 7k means what? 4k plus 3k. This is under factorization. We are going to factorize this second degree polynomial. 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay. So from these two terms you can take 2k outside. Here 2k square, here 4k. So you can take 2k outside. Okay. 2k into, then what is remaining? What are remaining when 2k is taken outside? K plus 2 is remaining here. K plus 2 plus, from here also we are taking here we are taking 3 outside. Then what? K plus 2. K plus 2. So here k plus 2, k plus 2. So each k plus 2 can be taken outside. The remaining term 2k plus 3. Okay. So k plus 1 into k plus 2. This 2 can be taken as what? 1 plus 1. Then 2k plus 3 means 2 into k plus 1 plus 1. Just to expand this one, 2 into k, 2k plus 2 into 1, 2. That is 2k plus 2 plus 1. That is 2k plus 2 plus 1, 3. That is 2k plus 3, which is same. So this can be converted as this. Okay. So k plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1 into 2k plus 1 plus 1 divided by 6. That is, here look here, p of k is equal to what? K into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 divided by 6. What is p of L? L into L plus 1 into 2L plus 1 divided by 6. What is p of M? M into M plus 1 into 2M plus 1 divided by 6. What is p of chalk? For example, chalk into chalk plus 1 into 2 chalk plus 1 divided by 6. What is k plus 1 here? K plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1 into 2k plus 1 plus 1 divided by 6. That is here. K plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1 into 2k plus 1 plus 1 divided by 6, which is also form what? P of n is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. So this statement is mathematically proved. Right. Third question. Prove that 2 raised to n greater than n for all positive integers n. 2 raised to n is always greater than n. So this is a fact. Always for any values of n, 2 raised to n will be greater than n. But we have to prove this idea in terms of principle of mathematical induction. What is p of n? 2 raised to n greater than n. Step 1, put n is equal to 1, and p of 1, that is 2 raised to 1 greater than 1. 2 raised to 1 greater than 1. Here n is replaced by 1. 2 raised to 1 greater than 1. What is 2 raised to 1? 2. 2 greater than 1. It is correct, because 2 is greater. Okay, 2 is always greater than 1. 1 is least number when compared to 2. So 2 is greater than 1. It is true. So that this statement is true for n is equal to 1. Right. Then step 2, n is equal to 2. That is what? 2 square greater than 2. 2 square means 4. 4 greater than 2, which is true. So this statement is true for n is equal to k. Then third step is always our assumption. We are assuming that the statement is true for n is equal to k. That is p of k. That is 2 raised to k greater than k. 2 raised to k greater than k, which is this is our assumption. We are assuming that this statement is true. Okay, it is our assumption. It is our strong assumption that 2 raised to k is greater than k. What happens when n is equal to k plus 1? So we have to prove this is true for n is equal to k plus 1. P of k plus 1 is equal to 2k plus 1 greater than k plus 1. We have to prove this. for n is equal to k plus 1. What is k plus 1? 2 raised to k plus 1. Okay, p of 2, 2 raised to 2, and p of k plus 1, 2 raised to k plus 1. So we have to prove this is greater than k plus 1. Then we have to check whether this is greater than k plus 1. Okay, here when here 2 raised to 2 greater than 2, when here k 2 raised to k greater than k, here k plus 1 2 raised to k plus 1 greater than k plus 1. So we have to prove this is greater than k plus 1. Now we don't have any idea about this is greater than k plus 1. ഇത് k plus 1നേക്കാൾ വലുതാണെന്ന് നമുക്ക് അറിയുന്നില്ല. But we have to prove whether this is greater than k plus 1. What is p of k plus 1? 2 raised to k plus 1. That is 2 raised to 1 into 2 raised to k. Here common base here, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to k. So what? 1 plus k or k plus 1. 2 raised to k is always greater than k. This is always greater than k. Okay. So always 2 raised to k is greater than k. This is our assumption. Then you have to learn this step. You have to give this step as important. This multiply both sides by 2. For this expression we are multiplying 2 here and 2 here. So 2 into 2 raised to k greater than 2 into k. What is 2 into 2 raised to k? 2 means 2 raised to 1. 2 raised to k greater than 2k. This is 2 raised to k plus 1. So our aim is to get 2 raised to k plus 1. That is why we are multiplying both sides by 2. Okay. 2 raised to k plus 1 greater than 2k. 2 raised to 1 greater than, what is 2k? K plus k. So 2 raised to k plus 1 is always greater than k plus k. Then it is very clear that 2 raised to k plus 1 is always greater than k plus 1 because k is greater than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Then k. So k is greater than 1. So when this k is replaced by 1, it will be true. When this k is replaced by 2, this will be this k is replaced by 2, this expression will be true because what? K is always greater than k. K എപ്പോഴും 1നേക്കാൾ വലുതാണ്. അപ്പോൾ k മാറ്റി ഇവിടെ 1 കൊടുത്താലും ഈ എക്സ്പ്രഷൻ ട്രൂ തന്നെ ആയിരിക്കുമല്ലോ. k മാറ്റി 2 കൊടുത്താലും ഈ എക്സ്പ്രഷൻ ട്രൂ തന്നെ ആയിരിക്കും. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മൾ ഈ k മാറ്റി 1 കൊടുക്കുന്നു. 2 raised to k plus 1 greater than k plus 1. Greater than k plus 1. Okay. Because what? K is greater than 1. So the statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഭാഗം ശരിക്കും ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചാൽ മനസ്സിലാവും. ഓൺലി ലോജിക്. ഇതിൽ നമുക്ക് റിസൾട്ട്സ് ഫോമിലൊന്നും അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാനില്ല. ഓൺലി ലോജിക് നമ്മൾ ചിന്തിച്ചെടുക്കുന്നത് മാത്രം. So you have to think more and more. Then fourth one, for all n greater than 1, prove that 1 divided by 1 into 2 plus 1 divided by 2 into 3 plus 1 by 3 into 4 plus etc. plus 1 divided by n and plus 1. So look at this chaining, 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 3 into 4, then n into n plus 1. So its answer will be what? N divided by n plus 1. So we have to prove this as this. P of n is equal to this one and again this one, equation number 1 and 2. So you check for n is equal to 1, then P of 1. What is up to first term? 1 by 1 into 2. This is not 1.2. It is not 1.2. It is 1 into 2. Okay. This is special type of notation. But actually it seems as 1.2, but it is 1 into 2. So 1 by 2. What is P of 1? 1 by 1 plus 1. 1 by 2. Both are same. The statement is true for n is equal to 1. And what is step 2? Put n is equal to 2. What is P of 2? Up to the 2 terms. 1 by 1 into 2 plus 1 by 2 into 3. Okay. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6. After cross multiplication you will get 2 by 3. Then applying n is equal to 2 here. That's 2 divided by 2 plus 1. 2 by 3. 2 by 3. Both are same. The statement is true for n is equal to 2. Then third step is always our assumption. Assume that this statement is true for n is equal to k. Then what happens? P of k is what? P of k. P of k means k divided by k plus 1. That is 1 by 1 into 2 plus 1 by 2 into 3 plus 1 by 3 into 4 plus etc. plus 1 by k into k plus 1 up to k. Okay. Up to k. That is k divided by k plus 1. Then we have to check whether this expression is true for n is equal to k plus 1. That is we are going to check P of k plus 1 is equal to up to k plus 1. Up to k plus 1 means what? 1 by k plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1. Okay. Then instead of in front of this number there will be the term in terms of k. 1 by 1 into 2, 1 by 2 into 3, 1 by 3 into 4, etc. plus 1 by k into k plus 1. Then last term is this one. Okay. This is last term. These are the last terms. So just before this last term there should be a term in terms of k. Okay. So we can group up to this, and this will be what? P of k. P of k is up to k. What is P of k? K into k plus 1 by 2. This is our assumption. K divided by k plus 1. K divided by k plus 1. Then last term. This one. Then after cross multiplication, how to cross multiply? K plus 1 into k plus 1 into k plus 2. Then numerator k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 plus 1 into k plus 1 is k plus 1. Okay. Then you can take k plus 1 outside, and here these are under cancellation. So remaining terms are what? K into k plus 2 plus 1 divided by k plus 1 into k plus 2. You just think of it. Okay. You just try to get this idea. Then expression k into k square plus k into 2k plus this one. Denominator is k plus 1 into k plus 2. So k square plus 2k plus 1. That is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Right. Then a plus b all square. K plus 1 all square is the numerator. This can be converted as what? K plus 1 all square. So 1 k plus 1 can be cancelled. So only 1 k plus 1 or the numerator, and k plus 2 is from the denominator. K plus 1 by k plus 2. This k plus 2 can be converted as what? K plus 1 plus 1. Okay. So this is for the form n by n plus 1. Look here, n by n plus 1, n by n plus 1. You substitute n as k plus 1, k plus 1 by k plus 1 plus 1. K plus 1 plus 1. That is P of n is equal to n divided by n plus 1. So the entire statement is true for n is equal to k plus 1, and hence the result. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ചാപ്റ്റർ നമ്മൾ പഠിക്കുന്നത് മാത്തമാറ്റിക്കൽ ലോജിക് ഉപയോഗിച്ചിട്ടാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിന് സമ്മറി എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഫസ്റ്റ് കേസ് നാച്ചുറൽ നമ്പേഴ്സ് ബിഗിൻ വിത്ത് 1. ഓക്കെ. സോ ആദ്യം നമ്മൾ 1ന് ട്രൂ ആണോ എന്ന് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യും. ട്രൂ ആണോ? ഓക്കെ. ദെൻ വേണമെങ്കിൽ 2ന് ട്രൂ ആണോ എന്ന് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യാം. സപ്പോസ് ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് ട്രൂ. സപ്പോസ് അല്ല, ഷുവറായിട്ട് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ട്രൂ. ഞാൻ 3ക്കും 4നും 5നൊന്നും ട്രൂ ആണെന്ന് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യേണ്ട ആവശ്യമില്ല. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇഷ്ടമുള്ള ഏതെങ്കിലും നമ്പർ എടുക്കുക. സേ 99, n is equal to 99, n is equal to 98, n is equal to 250. Generally n is equal to k. That is your assumption that this is true for n is equal to 2500 or n is equal to 938. Any number, that is your choice. For example, or for generalization, we are keeping this number as k. അങ്ങനെ കേക്ക് ഇത് ട്രൂ ആണെന്ന് അസ്യൂം ചെയ്തതിന് ശേഷം we are going to approach whether this is true for n is equal to k plus 1. Suppose the number you have selected is 10, then next you are going to check whether this is true for 10 plus 1, 11. അപ്പോൾ 10 എടുക്കുന്നെങ്കിൽ 11 എടുക്കണം, k എടുക്കുന്നെങ്കിൽ k plus 1 എടുക്കണം. Then fourth step will give you the correct answer, and this will be of the form what? P of n. For this question, P of k plus 1 should be of the form k plus 1 divided by k plus 1, k plus 1 divided by k plus 1 plus 1. That is according to the nature of the question. Okay, this is the problem under principle of mathematical induction. അപ്പോൾ അത് കാര്യമായിട്ട് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ വളരെ സിമ്പിളായ ചാപ്റ്ററാണ്. ആ ഒരു ഐഡിയ മനസ്സിലേക്ക് വന്നാൽ ഈ ചാപ്റ്റർ വളരെ ഈസി ആയിട്ട് പോകും. So let us wind up this class here. We will meet again with the principle of mathematical induction in the next class. Okay, thank you for watching.